If I remember correctly, our next objective was to go to the castle because Morel wanted to, take us back home since, she's not in the past where she was mistaken identity anymore. Since the last session, I did pick up a couple of things. Notably, I have this, the imitation Bluetooth Super Nintendo controller. That they produced for the Switch. So I'm going to be playing on that now, so we're going to have a real classic vibe. And I have also modded the instance of Chrono Trigger in order to better represent the way that I preferred to play back in the day with the blue UI, and also to properly represent the different buttons other than a Xbox 360 controller. So we'll see how that goes down. And so we're just going to get the game started up. How we do today, Zeronis? Alright, we're not going to watch through the whole intro again, just getting the controller to turn on. Ah, working on your Battlefleet Gothic ships more. Honestly, I am astonished anytime I see any of your painting stuff, because it's so solid in general. Oh, what I also did, which might make it look a little bit different, but also a little bit more familiar to those of you who've played Chrono Trigger in the past, I replaced the font with the original Super Nintendo font. So things look a little bit more normal to me. But yeah, it's interesting looking. It definitely feels a lot more nostalgic. Hey, Xenosong Fan 123, thanks for joining us. Hope you're having a good one. Here's played some Chrono Trigger. Reducing the form factor of a bipedal robot without compromising balance is tougher than I thought. But Chrono, hurry up and escort the princess back to the castle. Oh, that's right. We talked to everybody already. So we just need to go to the castle. After one pit stop, I want to go down to Poor just to pick up some gear. You know, this one wasn't that terrible. It's not the Mayor's Manor I want to go to. It's the market. Yeah, Chrono Trigger's PC one isn't terrible in my opinion. Purely and exclusively because of the fact that it uses sick, but you're feeling better now? That's good. Honestly, being sick is one of the worst things ever. So, the default game in the Chrono Trigger PC port uses the font from the DS port, which was not terrible. It was still kind of a chunky looking font, as opposed to like this super crisp modern font that a lot of the Final Fantasy ports use. Yeah, the FF9 and the Pixel remasters all use that same nonsense. Honestly, the games that agitate me the most with the font choice in remasters is any of the Tales games. I cannot stand the font in the Tales of Vesperia remaster. It's just too clean compared to the in the original games, they've got that very stylistic font. Yeah, phone game font. That's a good way to describe it. But yeah, that's there's definitely worse things out there, but the font choice of the new Final Fantasy remasters are pretty bad. This one wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great either. But I much prefer the original Super Nintendo font, even if it is a little chunky looking. Okay, yeah, this is just one of those chests. Speaking of phone games, the Ni no Kuni mobile game has genuinely made you sad with what they did to that franchise. Honestly, I never played Ni no Kuni, but it did seem like a cheap garbage cash grab for sure. Princess Nadia! Are you alright? Where on earth have you been? We'd heard you were abducted. We had soldiers combing the entire kingdom for you. You back there. You're the one, aren't you? Thought you'd kidnapped the princess? No, Chrono only... Seize him! Seize the filthy terrorist! He deceived our princess and plotted to overthrow the crown! No, you mustn't! Stop this right now! What are you fools doing? But Her Highness, the princess said... It doesn't matter what she said, seize him! Chrono! I do love how the music just straight cuts out whenever he gets knocked out. I love this segment. It's so cheesy and I love it so much. Your Chancellor shall serve as prosecutor. I, Pierre, represent the defense. Members of the court, I will now bring forth the defendant, Chrono, who is charged with the abduction of Princess Nadia. You're one of those people that don't care how a game looks, as long as you have fun playing it, but you can enjoy the story at least a little bit, you're happy. Honestly, that's the most important part. Like, it doesn't matter how good a game looks if at the end of the day it has an enjoyable story. What shall be his fate? To burn at the stake, perhaps? To feel the tickler or hang upside down? Or shall we employ the guillotine? The choice is yours, good jurors. Now let us begin. We shall first hear the testimony of the defense. Chrono is charged with premeditated abduction of royalty. The question is, how could he be guilty of a crime that never occurred? The prosecution would have you believe that the defendant kidnapped the princess. However, the truth is quite to the contrary. Not only was their meeting a coincidence, but it was the princess herself who asked Chrono if she could join him. Yeah, Zeranis, I agree. The courtroom art here is just absolutely stellar. Like, it's all... It's very clearly hand-painted. The animations are really silly, but, like, the fact that, like, over here you can see the judges, the jurors, I guess, is actually what they are, their heads changing back and forth to, like, convey that they're kind of, like, looking at each other, the crowd just kind of rioting, and the fact that the animations actually, like, go up in flames, not in flames, literally, whenever, people react. It's just, it's so well done. It's such a simple, plain art. I kind of want to know what it looks like in the HD versions of the art, but it looks so stellar just in the way it is right now. Is this true? Who was responsible for initiating contact? I mean, technically she ran into me, but I did have to press the button to make it happen, so we're gonna say me. Indeed, the defendant deliberately approached the princess, pretending it was an accident. Oof. Ouch. Having subdued the princess, the defendant then coerced her into visiting Luca's little sideshow. There were countless witnesses to this. Shortly thereafter, both the princess and the defendant vanished. If that is not criminal abduction, I don't know what is. Several other acts have also been brought to my attention that call the defendant's character into question. Objection. This cannot possibly have any relevance to the case. Care to respond, Chancellor? Chrono's character is at the very core of this case, Your Honor. This evidence will show that his testimony cannot be trusted. I'm just switching to the bottom. It looks better when you can see the judge, in my opinion. Very well. We have nothing to hide. I would like to call a witness who can vouch for the defendant's good character. I do love, though, that they decided to, like, have the lawyers go out to the doorway to retrieve witnesses, as opposed to, like, the stereotypical of, like, oh, I need to call this person to stand, and then, like, the bailiff goes and gets them and swears them in. It's just like, no, the lawyer's just gonna leave the room and pick them up. The accidental attempt to the necklace is absolutely going to bite here. That man brought me my kitty back. Thank you, mister. How about that? The man before you is a fine, upstanding youth. He deserves to be honored, not put on trial. Ooh, looks like they're buying it. Yeah, me stealing the food. So, have you ever stolen anything? I have, because I stole the food. See, he admits it. This man clearly lacks morals. So I'll talk a little bit more about how it all goes down in a minute. That's him! That's the thief who ate my lunch right off the table, too! My dear wife worked all morning to make that meal for me. I do love the way that they show this as being, like, super devious. Yeah, so there's the food right there. Stealing from a helpless, hard-working citizen who only wished to enjoy the fare. How could anyone sympathize with such a ruffian? The real issue here is motive. Was there any motive for this good youth to kidnap Princess Nadia? No, there was none. Pardon me, but I believe the motive was quite clear. Greed. Her fortune did tempt you, did it not, Chrono? No, I didn't know who she was. Are you sure you weren't in the least bit tempted? Not at all. Good people, please remember the defendant claims he had no interest whatsoever in the princess's wealth. Allow me to introduce our next witness. And then he's going to go get the girl that was next to Melchior. Yep. I saw it with my own eyes. Dear me, I'm so nervous. The man grabbed the pendant right after he bumped into the princess, before he even checked to see if she was okay. Oh, shit, I forgot about that. He tried to sell it to a merchant named Melchior. Oh my, that pendant is... Dear me, I haven't the money to buy a thing like that. Keep it safe. That is a valuable trinket you carry. Granted, she was there with me in that scene. Oh, is that all? I can go now? Goodbye, everyone! Nothing more, Your Honor. The prosecution rests. Members of the jury, it is time for a verdict. If you believe the defendant guilty, stand to the left. Innocent, to the right. Guilty. I do love the crowd noises in this. Guilty. So basically all the events that went down, not guilty. All the events that went down actually influence how these jurors vote. Guilty. So if I had talked to her before grabbing the pendant, I would have gotten another not guilty, I think. If I had not eaten the food, I would have gotten another not guilty. Not guilty. The jeering sound is always so strange. Guilty. Not guilty. Order in the court. A verdict has been reached. The defendant has been found guilty as charged. He is to be placed in solitary confinement for a period of 3 days, after which he will be executed for his crime. Take him away. Stop! Princess Nadia! Oh, there's the king. That's quite enough, young lady. But father... All I asked was for you to remain at the castle and behave like a princess. What's done is done. Even royalty must obey the laws of the land. Leave the rest up to the Chancellor and forget about your little escapade in town. We are through here. Chrono! So the secret here is it does not matter how many guilty or not guilties you get. At the end of the day, if you manage to be a good enough person to get more not guilties than guilties, you end up, it ends up being a kangaroo court, and they call you guilty anyways, and still move to execute you. This man is a seditionist who meant to overthrow our kingdom. He has been found guilty by trial. I trust him to your care. So this is the monster who abducted the princess. His execution is 3 days hence. See that he is still here to attend it. Yes, sir. Guards! Take the prisoner away. HP and MP restored. And we got a save point right here. We'll go ahead and save. Pipe down, you! Yeah, so you can literally decide to just stay here and then it'll go to the execution. Pipe down, you! Oh, how many times do I have to tell that filthy... If he won't quiet down, I'll quiet him down. Open the door. Heh, that's what you get for not doing what you're told. Where do you think you're going? So, you basically have two choices at this point in the game. The first choice is to do what I just did. Bang on the gate until they come out to stop you, and then, you know, basically do a prison break. It's technically the hard option. The other option is, if I recall correctly, you wait long enough. The question is of why he still had his sword. You know, valid point, I didn't think about that. It's a nice plot hole. Because if you actually look at your inventory... Oh wait, I still have all my shit. What? I could have sworn in the original game they strip your entire inventory. Huh. I don't remember how to get into this side room. But yeah, I could have sworn they strip your inventory. But yeah, if you wait long enough, they eventually come to carry you off to execution, and at that point, Luca actually breaks in and saves you. There's a hidden door, I think, to get around. Yeah, I didn't see, like, what I was expecting. He is unconscious. Obtain mid potion. Obtain mid potion. Obtain ether. And ether. So, it's actually, I think, right here in this room where there's a whole bunch of stuff. And, depending on how many guilty/not guilty you got, will actually determine how many items are in there. So you're the one who's gone and slipped his cell, eh? Gayola. They don't pay me enough for this. The guard's just like, fuck you. I do love these howling wind vibes. I'm gonna go back over to this side and take a look, see if I can find something secret. Because I can't remember... I don't think there's a secret door. I think it might be something that I'm thinking of later on that you can get in from, like, above or behind the wall. Oh yeah, these guys suck. I don't want to attack them. So these guys are basically giant shields. And see, this guy just, he just opened up. So now I can hit him for a shit ton of damage. So if you hit him when the shield is up, it takes forever to kill them. Yeah, so the switch on the wall is what opened it halfway. It's a skeleton man. Oh god, the spooky noise. I love the spooky noise. Lancer. I might be slightly over-leveled. That's a good thing, though. Okay, and again, it only opens halfway. But if you notice, there's a hole in the wall here. And, here we go. So you can see the hole in the wall, and below it you can see the like, gaping hole. I'm pretty sure you drop down that gaping hole to get into the other room. But first, I have to get to a way to get out there. There he is! Royal Guard. I do love the fast forward in this game. It makes things so much quicker to get through combat. Which, granted, Chrono Trigger never really felt like a drag as far as combat went, but it was still a thing. Hey, I got a mid potion. Damn it. I wanted to inspect the body. Help me, please. Free him from the guillotine? Of course. This is where I was going to end up. Thank you, that was close. I'm Fritz. My father runs the market in Truce. Stop by if you're ever in the area. Obtain mid potion. If you recall, when we were actually down in Truce, we actually did talk to somebody who was waiting for their I don't remember the name of the person, but they were waiting for Fritz. Obtain bronze armor. Which I think I already have. Dude's just gonna casually walk out. Yeah, you know, nothing really stops people from walking away from this prison, apparently. I do love how this is just a room with, like, chains and a whip. Totally not a torture room. Is that... Okay, yeah, I already had the bronze helm. Because I overgeared as well. I do love how those guys just totally don't even fight you if you don't try. Alright, another full open. Obtain shelter. And that dude just becomes a skeleton. He was left to rot in the place for so long that he literally just crumbled away. Perfectly normal things in a old school prison. Turn off auto. They also counter-attack if you attack them while they're in that mode, so using auto-attack is a good way to just get yourself killed, basically. Alright, I don't want to go out here yet. If I remember correctly, that's the entrance. And we don't want to enter yet. We want to have some fun. AKA, we want all the loot. I always forgot it. There's no actual mechanic for going back and forth between the different places, so you gotta fool around with it from time to time. Alright, so we got a shelter, and now we can jump down the hole, which gets us down to the other chests. 1,500 gold and silver sword, which I already have. See, this is why you don't farm. I do love how we can just climb straight up the wall with no problem. There's no point going up. I remember there being more to that outside climbing section, but maybe I'm just dumb. There he is! Money, money, money! Yep, because here's the warden. Somebody help! Chrono, I came to rescue you! Oh, looks like you didn't need my help after all. Oh well. Kind of a weird thing to say when you think about it. Yeah. Well, we'd better not stick around too long. Let's go. He is unconscious. Obtain knit potion. Actually, 5 of them. A classified document has been left lying on the floor. Read it? Of course. If they didn't know he'd escaped, there he is, makes no sense. Yeah, like, clearly while I was, like, exploring, it apparently got out. I don't know. Dragon Tank Design Specifications. Attention. Warden of the Guardia Castle Prisons. The head of the tank is equipped with the capacity to repair damage done to the body. An ingenious marvel of engineering. The head has also been enhanced with a shield to prevent damage by lightning and fire, leaving it vulnerable only to attacks with weapons such as swords and pistols. In short, your tank should be effectively invincible, provided no crazed lunatic gets the bright idea to run up and hack away at its head with the sword. Guardian Royal Arms Commission. Okay, so Luca is down slightly, I'm also down slightly. Might as well go ahead and use a shelter. I only have 4 of them so far. It's totally not the Dragon Tank! Forward, Dragon Tank! Crush those conspirators! Wheels start getting a charge. Head repairs damage. So the big thing that they said was that the head is resistant to lightning and fire, so I have to be careful about what I use against it, because the fire is not going to help very much. So just go ahead and do that. This does say it's lightning, but I'm going to use it anyway because it hits everything. But I guess it doesn't matter until the head's down. So it's only healing about 74 every time it heals. I'm dealing better damage with that with Luca's crits. So it definitely should be able to keep up with me, especially now with both my guys attacking at it. And there's the head. So now I can just focus on the body with all of my abilities. There's about 40 damage. Probably heal Luca. Experience. Oh, I apparently killed the body too. My dragon tank! Fix it, quickly! I do love the long face of the shocked Chancellor. I also, like, I could have done a lot better with that if I had actually equipped the upgraded armor for Luca that I picked up earlier. Also, this says it reveals HP of enemies, but I haven't been seeing it working, that's why I just toggle it on and off. Don't fool yourselves into thinking you'll get away with this! But we already did, sir! Alright, I just got a shelter. I'm just gonna go ahead and use another another potion on Luca, just in case I come across another encounter on the way out of here. They're escaping! We've got no choice. We'll just have to try to plow through. I'm going downstairs instead. They're escaping! This doesn't look good. I do love how, like, they're just so scattered that I can just kind of push through them. They're escaping! Stop that right now! Princess Nadia! And now she's dressed up in the same dress that she had when she was Queen Lan. That man is my friend, and you will treat him as such. But, Your Highness! You refuse to obey my orders? No, forgive me, my lady. Hold it right there! Chancellor's already out, what? On your knees! His Grace King Gadia the 33rd comes before you! Father! Silence, Nadia. Your duties come before your whims. You're a princess before all else. No, I'm not. I'm a person first and princess second. All of these little excursions of yours outside the castle seem to be having a bad influence on you. It's not influence, it's common sense. Nadia! I can't live in this stupid castle anymore. I'm leaving. Princess Nadia. Come on, Chrono. And we all run away. Don't just stand there, after them! Oh, Nadia. There they are, don't lose them! There's nowhere left to run! Come along quietly. I do love the concept that, like, they've formed a brick wall here. You cannot get past them. And, like, it's supposed to force you to the right, which is, like, a thing. But, like, realistically, we could beat the crap out of these guys. We just got done beating the crap out of them. But it wants to force me over here to this open glade ahead. Which now there's mysteriously a time gate. Looks like a dead end. A gate. Come on. Come on, we have no idea where it'll take us. We might not even be able to get back. Who cares? Anywhere is better than here. Princess Nadia! This is totally irrational, you know. Hurry, Chrono! Move away from that young hoodlum, Your Highness! They disappeared! I do love that stupid ass fucking jaw drop animation. Eek! Ow! There's no way the Chancellor can get us here. But where are we? The civilization here seems pretty advanced. It almost looks like we're in another world. A curious crest is engraved here and a mysterious force seals it shut. And now we're in a desolate wasteland. But where are we? Nobody knows. Trandome. Got any cash? Yeah. This stuff real? Never seen money like this before. Oh well, I have some good stuff for you. We got a pocket blaster, iron suits, iron helms, and a bunch of items. We'll go ahead and pick up one of each of these. And a pocket blaster, because, you know, Luca deserves a new weapon. If I just keep saving up money, someday it'll come in handy. That's what I tell myself anyway. It's a 9-point increase. And a 6-point increase here. 5-point increase for her attack. Boost with the bronze helm, now that we have that equipped. And she has nothing to equip, because, yeah, I just have basic ass shit for her. I can always come back for that if I want more, but I'm just gonna get one, because they keep giving me more anyways. I do love how, like, they use this model right here as the, like, default model for, like, the prisoner back where we just were, but now it's just, like, these impoverished people. There should still be some food at Eris Dome to the northeast if we can get through Site 16 alive. The specters that haunt the place can't be harmed by weapons, but like guns or blades. Truce? Never heard of a dome by that name. This is Tran Dome. If you're looking for food, you won't find any here. Kingdom? Chancellor? Has the hunger driven you mad? This is an Enertron. You get a full night's sleep in a few seconds, but it won't do a thing for your hunger. And again, curious crest engraved and a mysterious force seals it shut. We'll use this to regain all of our health. But you're still just as hungry as before. This is one of my favorite area themes in the game. It's just such a fun theme. Stole a potion. Motherfucker! Stole a potion. Obtained Berserker Ring. Boost attack defense cannot control wearer. That sounds terrible. Well, I can probably equip these items. She's got the sight scope. She's got accuracy +2, but I could give her a stamina +2, which would boost her defense. I guess I'll keep her with the boosted accuracy for better attack. Ah, yeah, it's giving me the health now. We got Ruin Stalkers and Floral Horrors. Okay, so the Floral Horrors heal. That's important to know. I'll just lay into the rest of these guys. Now the rats are fucking good. Fuck those rats. Oh, I remember these enemies. Flamethrower through the rest of them. I remember there being like a bunch of like random areas that I always thought, maybe there's a way to get through there. Okay, I need to stop running into those like I can fight them. I could stop the healers, or I could just brute force kill everything. Obtain silver sword. Is that my third one of those now? Yeah, I've got 3 silver swords. Jesus. God fucking piece of shit. Obtain silver bow. That's good. I do love how these things are just like weird land-dwelling octopuses that just jump on your head and suck your blood. This is such a silly concept. So if you don't move whenever they're touching you, you actually cannot get injured by the, not injured, but they won't steal your shit. Alright, so the secret about these enemies is, I'm not even gonna fuck with them, but they're kind of like those shield guys. They have 1 health. Just 1. And they're immune to all normal attacks, like we were warned at that last place where we talked to the dudes. But they're not immune to elemental damage, so the Wind Slash and the Flamethrower are still perfectly fine at killing them. Oh, these creepy-ass things. Either... Yeah, so I think that's supposed to be like a sewer grate that they come out of. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not going to be able to hit either of them. Alright. And then another battle. Just too slightly far enough away from each other for me to be able to do that, so we'll just do a Flamethrower and a Wind Slash. I guess I'll fight these guys. These guys are so weird. Like, they've got such weird bodies, strange looks. They've got 300 health, which is easily the most powerful enemy up to this point in the game. Their biggest thing is that they suck health. So, on top of being incredibly tanky, they also, you know, make themselves tankier by stealing. Oh, I'm glad I did that. I just remembered these things, if you just fight this one, the other one will aggro and you have to fight two of them at the same time. So I'm glad that I accidentally decided to fight them separately. And we made it through. I'll go ahead and save real quick first. Now we're at Arisdome. Very desolate looking place. Who are you? You there, where have you come from? We just came from the other side of the ruins to the west. What did you say? Hey, we've got people who crossed the ruins. What? Are you serious? So there are people strong enough to fight those mutants. Daddy's gonna be back with some food soon. My husband left for the food storage facility down below. We haven't seen him since. Chrono Dome and an old abandoned factory site lie to the east. We can't get near them though. The places are filled with robots running berserk. You can reach the continent to the south through the sewers, but I wouldn't advise it. That's where Death Peak sits, the source of all this devastation. And besides, even someone as strong as you would never stand a chance against the mutants that live down in those sewers. There's an old man living in a dome he built near Death Peak. Said he wanted to monitor it, talk about crackpots. The door at the crest. Push it, pull it, bash it, the thing won't budge. There's something odd about you. Did you really come from the dome to the west? Technically, yes. Alright, not that it really matters. What if I say no? Huh? A rift in time? Well, I can't help you, but if you get the supercomputer and the substructure running, you might be able to find some useful information. Pardon me, I didn't even tell you my name. I'm Doan, a descendant of the former director of this information center, in the days when it still was one. This dome's substructure holds a supercomputer and a food storage facility, but the robot guards are still active and will not let us through. Ironic, is it not? We starve right up top our own stores of food. We'll go ahead and rest to get some health back. Do you have money? Yes. You sure this stuff is money? Well, here's what I have. And she has the exact same stuff as we had in the previous place. If I just keep saving up money, someday it'll come in handy. That's what that guy who left across the ruins used to say. I do love that there's just this random chunk of area up here. I also hate that I cannot hit just A to save. I have to go into the main menu and hit the save point. In the original game on Super Nintendo, you literally would just be able to press A on a save point and it would bring you to the save menu. You plan to go below? Of course! We've made many attempts ourselves, but they've always met with failure. Well, there's no way of knowing what'll happen unless we try, right? It's nice to see such spirited young people for a change. Careful then, and come back alive. This console controls the door lock. We need a password to get through. The console controls the door lock. We need a password to get through. I love how it's just like, okay, we're gonna say the same thing on both of them. Oh, this is... I remember this part. So I don't know if it's just a setting in the menu that I could have changed. It appears to be a decorative statue. A note is attached to it. Warning, anyone approaching the food stocks is subject to attack. I remember on the Super Nintendo needing to hold down the run button to run, and it made a certain thing that's coming up really annoying to get through. But it's a toggle in this game. Initiating command sequence. Chrono, what's that? Morale, let's smash this thing. I love this boss. This is honestly just a super fun boss. Can I cyclone two of them together? No, of course not. So the secret about this boss is it will do... Yes, so it does combo attacks basically with the pods. So if you destroy the pods first, it can't use its powerful attacks. And it will resummon them. But it's a lot easier. It's a very straightforward boss. 5, 4, 0. Pods revived. Triple counter, delta attack. Damn it. I forgot that it's a counter attack even. Okay. Go ahead and wait for Morale to come up and we'll do an Aura World to heal everybody. And Luca might be able to get away with flamethrower. Nope, can't get away with flamethrower. Singing loop out right now, isn't it? And then we'll go ahead and speed the attacks until breakdown. Yeah, so the, yuck, something reeks. Everything's completely rotten. The refrigeration must have failed. Chrono, look! He's not breathing. Must have died down here. There's something in his hand. What do you suppose this is? It looks like some kind of seed. A seed? Could it even grow in a place like this? A note is written on a soiled scrap of paper. That rat is more than just a statue. It knows the secret of this dome. Catch it. Obtain mid-ether, because that's a random-ass thing to give at this point. Yeah, so most of the bosses in this game are not directly difficult, as much as they are... There, that must be it! Shh, it might run away. Run after it and press A to catch it. Like I said, a lot of the bosses in this game aren't directly difficult as much as they are, almost puzzle-like. I got it! Squeak, give up! I'll tell you everything, Squeak! Press A, X, then B to activate the switch once you hear the sound, Squeak. I love how it will let me catch it multiple times. I remember on Super Nintendo, because you had to hold down the button, and Super Nintendo buttons were like really difficult to hold down for long points of time, it was actually kind of a pain in the ass. A, X, B. Attacking detected motions. I forgot these things counterattack on movement, so they attack each other. It's funny as shit. Obtained another mid-ether. I love how these are just like the bugs. Like, these are what we used to fight in the forest, but a different version of them. And they're literally just called bug. Oh, cool. That guy gave me a panacea. We got another level up. Loud-ass noise. Version 2.0 is what these things are called. And they are the cause of the loud noise. Just trying to make sure I attack everything. It's just the funniest shit to me. That the enemies will attack each other just because, like, they're just motion-sensing robots. They don't have a grudge, they just do their thing. Damn it. Auto attack got me on that one. Alright, Chrono slowed, which is nice. Okay, we healed everybody. Same code. Nice, one-shot kills. Always nice. Okay, Chrono's just gonna one-shot kill everything with his crits. That's just all there is to it. This must be the supercomputer. Good, it's still operational. If we run a search on temporal distortions, we might just find our gate. Got it. This has always been one of my favorite sound effects in the game because it's such a simple sound, but like it fits the taka on a keyboard so wonderfully. But it's got like a nice pattern to it that it doesn't feel too different than a normal thing. east of here. Across the ruins. In a factory. And another dome. There, Proto-Dome. Leave it to Luca. Who'd have thought this machine could tell us something like that? Say, what does this button do? (1999 AD) Visual record of the Day of Lavos. I love this cinematic. I guess it's not really a cinematic as much as it is just a sequence. But it's such a fun scene. Shoot out and rain down across the entire world. What was that? Lavos. Is that what destroyed the world? Then this really is our future? No, it can't be. I won't believe it. This can't be the way the world ends. Chrono. Hey, that's right, we can change it. Change history just like Chrono did when he saved me. We have to. Right, Luca? Right, Chrono? Yeah, I guess so. And fortunately, we've got gates that will let us move through time. What do you say, Chrono? Fuck it, let's do it. Alright, it's set. Chrono, Luca, let's do this. First things first, let's get back to our own time period and see if we can find any information about this Lavos. Next stop, Proto-Dome. Oh, did I apologize. Yeah, you can rewatch this sequence at any point in time by just going to this platform. So we'll see it eventually, because I will eventually lose a battle. But this is actually the beginning of the bad end sequence of the game. Like, the game over sequence, which is technically one of the true endings of the game. I do love how it's just like still playing the heroic music. It doesn't feel out of place at all. I have always loved the fact that during certain sequences, it's just like, we're just gonna keep playing the heroic-ass music. Like, we don't need battle themes anymore, we just have epic music time. Came to check out your guys' food stores. Ended up discovering the end of the world in the process. We have to save the end of the world, but we've got a lot to do before we can possibly do that. I mean, we don't even know where we are. How do we save the end of the world when we can't even get back to our own place? Really? Chrono missed? You're back! And what did you discover? This is our future. Hmm? Who cares? Where's the food? This was the only thing left. A seed. You don't know how long that Enertron will hold out. That seed might be your only hope. Anyway, just stay alive. Don't give up. We won't either. You're a strange bunch. You're different from us. Somehow. You mean because we haven't lost hope? Hope. There's a word I haven't heard in some time. It does have a comforting ring to it, though. I don't know which kind of seed this is, but I'll do my best to grow it. What's that? This may just be the thing we needed. You're off to Protodome, then. You'll need to pass through Site 32. Take this with you. Obtain Jetpack Key. It's the key to a jetbike parked at the Site 32 ruins. I used to ride it when I was young. Hopefully it still works. They've got even more powerful robots in that dome, and they've overrun the place. Take care, and don't give up hope. Why's Daddy taking so long? You can read... Okay, all of this is the same. Alright, we'll use the Enertron. Save the game to rest up. I do love how now it just says future. It doesn't know where in the future, but it just knows future. Yeah, so all these people say the same shit. But we're done here. Back to the overworld. And you know what? We're gonna take a small detour through the abandoned sewers. We don't need to go here yet, but... Eek! Outsiders! Better report to Crawley! At this point in the game, this is an optional dungeon. And I always do it because it gives some nice loot. Egg ooze. Like, eventually later on in the game, you do have to go through this, but at this point in time, it's optional. More of these stupid fucking... Oh, these things. I forgot about these things. There was a bridge here. I saw it. I swear, Ribbit. What? It got up and walked away, Ribbit? Don't you lie to me. There's nothing here at all, Ribbit. But it's true, Ribbit. Someone's coming. Let's scram, Ribbit. tree reads as follows. I'm through. I can't take any more of this. The fish would attack if I even make the slightest noise. If I knew things would be like this, I'd have taken the guillotine any day of the week. I think I'll go out with a good loud scream. See how the soggy freaks like that. So, the diary said something about the slightest noise the fish would attack. I've always loved this. It's honestly one of the cheesiest ways to have enemy encounters. But it's just... it's 100% there for like the, hey, if you want to avoid the encounters, you can, but at the same time, if you want to just promote the cheese factor, you also can. Oh, I kicked the can into the trash. But that's a normal thing to do. Like, there's very little reason not to attack, let's be honest. Just extra grind makes life easier later on. Oh, it's a piece of cheese. You pick it up and aggro's a fucking rat, which squeaks and summons the enemies. I love it. As much as I do remember this game, there's also certain parts that I completely forgot, and it's minute shit like that that's just silly. I do love how I can just like fast forward all the animations, as much as I love some of the animations. Like, Oral World is so fun. Oh, this is the cheesiest one. It's just like, oh, I want to save? Nope, that makes an attack too. And the save point is 100% a fake out. Like, even if you fight the encounter, you can't use it. Alright, Eggy Boys. Alright, I should use morale to heal. Notice, circle around to press the switch. They have a lot of hidden passageways in this, and I knew that passageway was there, but I for some reason thought it was the wrong one at first. Looks like you just have to press the switch and the bridge will extend across, Ribbit. So, switch it on already, Ribbit. Ribbit, can't reach it, Ribbit. And you call yourself a frog, Ribbit. Someone's coming, let's scram, Ribbit. Obtained Rage Band. What does that do? Grants 50% counterattack rate. Stronger attacks or 50% chance to hit back. I'll take the 50% chance to hit back. There's 3 of them and they're almost here. Waltzing through the sewers like they own the place, eh? They must have a death witch. We'll teach them a little respect. Yes, we will. Hee hee hee. Just let them come through here. They'll be chopped liver, pulverized. Won't even know what to call them when we're done. Yeah. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. Huh? I love how the lookout ran away. I'll mash you to goo! Let's start off with a big old fire whirl. Some good damage. Oh, son of a bitch! That was all but one of his health! Shit! I'm just gonna go ahead and do an attack, and we'll just get an aura on Chrono. Or Chrono's dead. Oh, so that attack reduces you to 1 health. Okay. That's a very important distinction to know. And he's dead. I was scared for half a second. Only 100 XP. I didn't realize, like, I knew that guy was a mini-boss, but I didn't realize how many as far as health goes. Boys. I've always loved these eggs because they have these stupidest dance animations. It's just like, oh, the egg, the goop that's breaking out of the egg just jumps up and just swings around, and that's what does the damage to you. Thunderblade. Finally. I go from having multiple dumb things to having just one big one. Okay, so that lets me circle around without having to go through the maze of nonsense. And we're through. So we have Death Peak right here, and we also have the Keeper's Dome. So the screen just doesn't entirely turn on here. Strange construct. Oh, wise one, I cannot wait to see what program code you will install on me next. Oh, now that's the sort of appreciation that makes all my work worthwhile. How's the current one? Seems a little better than before, anyhow. Shala, oh, I've missed you so. No, you mustn't go to Death Peak. Wouldn't make it very far anyway. It has to be the right time, and it has to be them. Or the way is shut. Yes. Say, have you seen my masterpieces, the Ocean Palace and the Blackbird? I designed and built them both, you know. Fine works, wouldn't you say? Says something. So he tells me that I need to not go to Death Peak. And I know when we're supposed to go to Death Peak, but I'm honestly kind of curious what happens if we try to go to Death Peak right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and save on the overworld real quick here. I got a strength capsule. We're gonna do it again. Okay, yeah, it straight up will not let me progress. There's a gimmick that happens later on that lets you get past that. Time to go through the actual ruins. Obtain mid potion. And there's the jetpack. Hold it right there. Bro! Thanks for the intro, boys! Bro! You lowlifes can call me Johnny, I'm the leader of this pack. Now listen up, the ruined highway up ahead's the only road you've got. You want to reach the other side? Then you're gonna have to ride, in a race against me, that is. I'll let you use that jetbike, cause that's the kind of guy I am. Don't sweat it. And don't you dare chicken out, babe. So, do you shiny axles know how to ride? We're gonna say now. Alright, listen up and let Johnny tell you how it's done. The gas is on auto, so there's only one speed, fast. To steer, just press the up and down directional buttons. Tap the B button for a tuba boost, I'll give you 3 of them. The B icons show how many you got left. Heads up though, after you use one, can't use another until the gauge above the icons refills. You can check your position from the finish line on the screen. Now, show me what you got, babe. Winning does that to Johnny's hair. Bro, he's the man. If he can't do it, no one can. Damn it, they didn't even give him 4 unique voice lines. This is the best. So basically, you can see down at the bottom, there's like a scale from start to goal. And the only way to beat him there is to make sure he doesn't block you. And I can use the boosts. You can see those, they give me a nice boost. But not something that I can't, like, do normally. Fuck, I missed. Okay, so basically the thing is, you have to beat him. Give it up, go home! Help, what a joke, but that's the best you can do. You can walk your way across the ruins. Better watch out for those monsters, though. Try it again if you think you can handle it, chump. So basically, you get a number of points. You can see the point in the top left corner, based on how long you can stay ahead of him. Doing what I was doing with the, like, trying to keep him behind me to bop him. That's the easiest way to get the points. And there we go, 570 points. I love this like parallaxing animation in the background. You can definitely tell like whoever made that probably like had played F-Zero or something, because it's a very similar animation style. But it's a silly little mini game. You beat me, I don't get it. Well, you can come challenge me again anytime. We'll ride the wind, babe. I'm gonna leave and come back, because if I remember correctly, this turns into a mini game that you can actually earn items from. 986 points. That's a solid score. I just love this silly-ass fucking animation. It's such a good animation vibe, though. You beat me, I don't get it. Now, if I remember correctly, one of these turns into like a record keeper. Or not? Is it not until later? Damn it. I hope that saves, because that was a good score. There's items you can get later on, if I remember correctly. We're gonna go ahead and fight our way across the ruins now, which is what I was wanting to do earlier. But you gotta at least do it once, that way you can actually have it done. They're not gonna let me combo him, I just want to beat the shit out of him. Because, like, you can easily just jump ahead of this section and never actually have to fight it by just using the jetpack to skip past it every time. But it's like, why would you whenever you can go through, get the XP and some loot? This one, though, I think I can usually win /4 of these, but it looks like it's only going to give me 3. Oh, you know what? I should have comboed. Yeah, I should have comboed with Chrono to get the whirl at the beginning. Here we go, I can fire whirl now. Let's get more fire. I used to love that silly animation, just the red bubble with the flame blades. Team race record. That's why you walk through. Because now I've got a race recorder. Hey, looks like you got your hands on something spiffy. That baby can record your hottest scores. Ask RXXR for the lowdown. Greetings, racing life forms. I am RXXR, the record keeper. I'll record your 3 highest scores. There are 2 ways you can race Johnny. Which would you prefer? LR, spin camera, and mode 2. But no turbo boosts available. Interesting. So basically, you could do mode 2, which will give you no turbo boosts, but you can move the camera to behind you so you can aim it better, it looks like. We'll do mode 1, though. Fuck. It didn't save my points. Let's set a couple scores. Stop. I don't need to talk. There we go. 881. Not perfect compared to the last time, but pretty decent. My biggest thing is I know there's an item I can get from this for making sure to get over a certain amount of score. You beat me, I don't get it. Impressive, that's a new high score. You've got some skills, don't you? Do you want to change the race? Do I not get items from... I swear to God. I could have sworn there was a way. Oh, it's like the one mutant turns into 3. Where the race recorder was. So, okay, I fought my way through the entire zone. It's like literally just one combat zone, and that's it. I just noticed Luca's character has like a weird purplish outline in this area, and I don't know if it's something to do with the HD textures or what. Alright, yeah, they zap you, that's right. They can shoot laser beams or they can zap. Luca's level increased. That Rage Band is already putting in solid work. Alright, we got an Enertron right here. That's perfectly normal to have in the middle of an enemy area. What's this thing? It's in bad shape, but it looks like a humanoid robot. Incredible! I think I can fix it. What? Fix it? But what if it attacks us like the other ones? I'll make sure it won't. Robots don't attack of their own free will, you know? They only do it because humans make them that way. Luca, you really feel for them, don't you? I'd better get to work. So I love this sequence, the way that it's made in the Super Nintendo version. Alright, that should do it. But the PlayStation version actually had a cinematic that replaced that scene. I'm gonna give it some juice. I love the robots theme. Good morning! Good morning, mistress. What is your command? I'm not your mistress, I'm Morel. This is Chrono. And that's Luca, the one who fixed you. Understood. Madame Luca restored my circuits. Just Luca will do. That matter of address could potentially cause offense. I am incapable of offensive speech. Well, some of us don't like it when people are so formal all the time. Isn't that right, Morel? Understood, Luca. Alright, so what's your name? Name? Perhaps you are referring to my serial number. My serial number is R-66Y. R-66Y? Cool. Cool, what are you talking about? That won't do it all. Come on, Chrono, let's give him a better name. And I will just use Robo, because it's nostalgia. I remember I did do a playthrough of Chrono Trigger where I renamed him to R-66Y, just because I was being super technical at the time. Robo, yes, Robo, that's perfect! Your new name is Robo, okay? My name is Robo, data storage complete. Hey Robo, there's something I was hoping you could... What happened here? This dome contained many humans and others like me. Oh dear, this is kinda hard to say, but I think something awful happened while you were out. I don't think anyone else is left. I see. What about yourselves? We came through a gate, a time warp from the year 1000. We learned there was a gate here when we went to Aeris Dome. And then we found you when we came looking for the gate. But the door of the inner chamber is sealed shut, so it looks like we're out of luck. I assume it's supposed to be like him trying to brute force the door, but it's just such a weird animation. D-Dome's power has been shut off completely. The factory to the north contains an emergency power generator for this dome. I can bypass security to activate it. Shall we go there? You'd do that for us? You repaired me. Now is my turn to be of assistance. However, the generator will produce power for only a short time. Someone must remain here to open the door as soon as power is restored to the dome. Morel or I can stay. Who will stay behind? So, keeping Morel with me keeps healing in my party. But keeping Luca with me keeps a lot of damage potential. But I think I'm going to leave Luca behind because the healing makes things so much easier. Right, I'll handle things here. And I can just talk to Luca to switch it out. But we've got Robo with us now. And if we look at Robo's text... Oh, never mind. You know what? I'm actually going to bring Robo with me because Robo has the Cure Beam. So he actually works well with Morel being back because I don't need two healers. So now we officially have normal three-person party structure. Let's see if I have any equipment for Robo. I'm pretty sure I don't. Yeah, he has better gear than we even start with. He has a stamina +2 Guardian Mangle. I could give him the power band, which he is tanky as shit, so the power band might actually be a better option for him. I think I'm gonna do it. Override security system 00. Just this single fucking alkaline. These are deverminators. Rocket Punch only ever hits one enemy, which sucks, but it is what it is. We'll go ahead and Cyclone, try to take the other one hit. And it works. 72 XP, 3 TP, and 150 gold. Left laboratory, right factory. Danger, risk of death. Deactivation of factory conveyor belt forbidden. Stopping the belt would activate the security system, which could result in loss of life. So we'll go to the laboratory first. It says the factory actually sounds dangerous. Alright, we got the save point right here. We did just save, a little bit before, but we'll go ahead with this. Acids and alkalis. Robo learned laser spin because he was so close to that. Learned supersonic spin dual attack. Alright, now this is working. Hatch opened. Alright, now I can go down the corner. Yeah, we're just gonna, beat the crap out of this guy. I like how that first attack did literally like 4 times the amount of damage. More of these things. More auto battle time. Though honestly, a wind slash or something like that probably would have saved me a little bit of time here, but it's all good. They're gonna die anyways. It was like actually not letting me go up for a second there, which was kind of strange. Obtain titanium vest, which is what Robo already has on. So we'll go ahead and equip that on him. 73, 66, about 5-point change. Iron suit, and then I can give the Maiden's vest to Morel when I get there. Obtain hammer arm. Oh, I guess I could have probably equipped that. Systems down. Defense lasers deactivated. Alright, we are definitely... Attack all enemies with laser, and there's like a weird elemental symbol in there, and I have no idea what that means. This should nuke everything. Or it did like jack shit. Oh, okay, it caused the enemy to like explode. Chemical reaction. Okay then, was not expecting that. this. These things in large enough chunks actually do a sizable chunk of damage. Okay, so we do have a down hatch, and then we also have up, down, or cancel. I'm assuming up is going to bring me back to the entranceway. Oh, or it brings me to the laboratory. Okay, so it's still that. Go back down. Digging the voice acting. How many dungeons is this? This is the third dungeon? Yeah, I think that's right. Thank you for complimenting the voice acting. We're not too far into the game. This is only the second stream, and the VODs do exist for the previous. Zadie door lock system operational. Please enter passcode. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I have the code for that memorized from whenever I played this on Super Nintendo way back in the day. But we're not going to abuse that. We're going to explore the rest of the dungeon. Okay, so that's the laboratory side. So now we can backtrack and do the factory side. I didn't realize I was doing it the right way around the first way. Some of these dungeons I have a little bit backwards. The only SNES RPG you played was Breath of Fire. Wish you played this, but enjoy the game soundtrack. Honestly, Chrono Trigger has one of the best soundtracks of any game in existence, in my opinion. Like, you literally cannot convince me otherwise. It just has such an evocative soundtrack that just gives such a vibe. So this is a funny thing that you can do in the game, is you can actually ride the conveyor belts to get to different areas of the place. And, yep, that's gonna block me, and yep, I'm gonna get grabbed. So if you block the conveyor, it basically clears you. And now I'm gonna have to fight my way through a bunch of stuff to get back out of here. Because this is all scripted through here. I almost got to that third platform, but I screwed up. That's all there is to it. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and hit all three flamethrowers. Nope, only two of them. Go ahead and use that cure beam on Chrono though, because he's basically almost dead. Yes, there's version 3.0 in here. Okay, we're going to start off with the Cyclone again, because that seems to do decent work. We'll see if Luca can get a good flamethrower. Actually, you know, I'll just do a supersonic spin, hit everybody. Below 120 at the bottom, so we'll flamethrower the last two. Ah, damn, they moved ever so slightly. Regular attacks it is, then. Alright, so it dumped me off here, which brings me to this tiny room. I should probably heal. I just noticed how low my entire health is. I have a real bad problem in RPGs of just focusing on the combat and not my health at all. I've gotten myself killed so many times. Mario RPG is the only one you have decent hours on. SNES was an RPG powerhouse, not so much 64 though. Yeah, honestly, so I have a decent number of Nintendo 64 games myself, and I like a lot of them, but like, for some reason it just did not have the staying power, and I don't know if it's because of how much more powerful the PlayStation 2 was. It really felt like it should have had a lot more cool stuff. Oh, interesting. So the plasma gun may inflict stop on robots. Crane control codes. Pattern 1, AB. Pattern 0, AB. Pattern 1, XX. Okay, so it's AB and XX. Yes, I want to fight you. Please let me fight you. Thank you. It was like straight up like, I don't care. Wow. So Luca just shot twice and inflicted stop both times, so that might be a little bit more powerful than I thought it was. Alright, Robo is hitting low on MP, but I should have plenty of ethers. But yeah, honestly, the Super Nintendo does have so many good JRPGs. Like, I personally never played Breath of Fire. I played it a little bit when it got re-released on the Switch, and I didn't have any problems with it. It's just, it's a little bit, more of a traditional JRPG slog. To activate the crane, wait for the tone, and white flash, and then press any two of X, Y, B, and A one after the next. So we know the first pattern is AA, the second pattern is XX. AD. So that'll move this barrel here. And we're just going to do it one more time for the other pattern. The other crate for us. Crate. Listen to me. It's a barrel, not a crate. Yeah, one of these days I do want to play back through Super Mario RPG, because Super Mario RPG is just an iconic classic. And unlike Chrono Trigger, I never beat Super Mario RPG. But this game, I mean, both games just hang so nostalgically for me. And I can go both directions. So that lets me loop back to the entrance, which I've already been to. But it also lets me go the other direction. Obtain Bandit's Bow. Okay, so that's an upgrade for Morel. But before we go any further, I do want to get to this last room I was not able to get to before. That freaking chest. So after this guy, I should be able to run. Nope. If I have to go through those fights again, I'm gonna get kind of sad. I mean, I guess not too sad. Come on. Yes, we made it. Really? For an ether? That's all that was? I do love how, like, just standing on the conveyor belt, I move faster than the enemies. Corner. Obtained Thunderblade, which... Okay, I do not remember this game giving me like 3 drops of every single fucking weapon for Chrono. It's actually getting slightly agitating. I mean, I guess I could sell them, but... Ultra High Security Door Lock System Code, XABY. Yeah, so they said, whenever I went to the door before, it said ZABY was the code. If you look at it, it's XABY, ZABY. Decoding AVXY. Interesting. So I think it's something to do with the mods that I'm using. Because natively this game just uses Xbox 360 controls. But I would still imagine that using the Xbox 360 controls, it would still try to comply with that XABY. But being that it's having me do AVXY, that would still be wrong on a 360 pad. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. Damn, that is like almost guaranteed with that stop on robots, it feels like. Go ahead, we're going to use a shelter right here, which is like a tent, fully restores HP and MP, just because I do know what I'm going into, and it's going to be another boss battle. We'll save as well. CV door lock system operational. Please enter passcode. ABXY. And we're in. I've always loved that like weird like vacuuming sound that it does for certain things with the technology. Emergency. The security system has gone haywire. We must escape immediately. Hurry before it is too late. I do love how Robot would just like gets jettisoned out. The elevators are deactivated, which is why I just needed to that. It's just FYI. Oh, it's 6 blue robos. Wait, these are my friends. R64Y, R67Y, R69Y, it is good to see you again. What are you doing? You are defective. You are not one of us. Pardon? I am malfunctioning. Affirmative. A defect. I am a defect. Have you forgotten our assigned task? All intruders must be eliminated. That was the reason for my creation. You disgrace our series. You must be destroyed. this card. It's so sad. It's like, let's beat the crap out of the guy who's defective, who just thought you guys were his friends. Robo! Now we shall eliminate the intruders. No. I think the intruders will eliminate you. Oops. Fucking auto combat. It reacts so quickly. Oh, Jesus Christ, I just fucking counterattack one-shot that dude. Okay, so I can hit 3 of them with the flamethrower. That's what I thought I remembered. Cyclone, I can hit 3. Full kill for the rest of the attack. I always love that attack. Just fucking hot potato the guy into the friendly. It's just such a fun fighting maneuver. Alright, and that should be the end of the battle. 480 XP. Chrono got a level up. Robo! I see him. He got stuck. They really thrashed him. I'm not sure I can fix this. Let's get him back to Protodome for now. I kind of wish that they played like the melancholy theme that Luca always gets right now. Because it would fit really well over this wind. Yeah, see, now they play it. Can you fix me? Shh, don't try to talk. You are trying to change the world. I don't know how far we'll get, but that's the plan. I do love how Morel is just sleeping at this point. Anyway, Robo, what do you want to do after I finish repairing you? What do I want to do? Yeah, I mean, you were stuck here all this time. There must be a lot of things you want to do, right? No one has ever asked me that before, Luca. Good morning. Robo, thank goodness you're alright. Luca, you're incredible. Well, let's hope I never have to do that again. Oh, Deoxys. It's funny, but I'm not going to start a Naruto discussion right now. Mostly because it's been so long since I've watched Naruto, I'm not even sure what I would talk about. Luca, I have arrived at an answer to your question. I want to go with you. Really? You mean it? There is nothing left for me here. I want to help you. Together, we might be able to give the life on this planet a chance. And let's go. The gate's right through there. Here we go! When I get my options menu back, I'll turn it down just a little bit more. Thanks for the heads up. Where are we? That should be a little better. I love this stupid-ass snoring noise that the game has. Ah, more drifters. Drifters? Where are we? It is not a question of where, my friends, so much as when. This is the end of time. Travelers lost in time's flow turn up here, much like driftwood on a beach. Might I ask when you are from? We're from 1000 AD. I come from the year 2300 AD. When four or more entities of varying origins enter a temporal rift together, the torsion exerted on time's flow pushes them to the point of least resistance. Here. There have been a number of folks turning up here unintended recently, like yourselves. I fear something is having a powerful effect on the very fabric of time. Which means it should be safest if one of us stayed here. Here? Alone? It is a big, bleak place, isn't it? But not to worry, for all its desolation, it is well connected. There are roads here to any time you could ever wish to visit. Should you so desire, you can call upon your friends at any time, but you can never travel in groups of more than 3. One of us must remain. Who will it be, Chrono? You know what, I think... Oh, this usable combos menu is actually really neat. That didn't exist in the original Super Nintendo version. I think I'm gonna go with the core 3 for right now, just because of a couple things I want to do. I want to equip Morel, and also I need to go through a certain sequence. I will be happy to assist you again whenever we have the need. Well, that is the way of things. Should you desire to switch party members, you can do so via the main menu whenever you wish. How do we get back to our own time? You saw the Pillars of Light when you arrived, yes? Each connects this place to a different era. Once you've been through a gate, you can use it to return here whenever you wish. Step back into the light and press A once more, and you will return to the gate. But beware the gate connected to that bucket. Okay. So we'll go ahead and we'll equip Morel, and we will save. So we got this right here. This is an HPMP restore. It says beware the bucket. We'll beware the bucket in just a moment. It is firmly sealed. Interesting. I thought I'd have that chance already. Oh, there's just this empty area over here. Hey! You needn't be in such a rush. Before you go, have a look past the door behind me. That's where I was trying to go. What are you looking at? Me? I'm Specchio, the Master of War. I watch all kinds of battles from here. How do I look to you? Strong. I see. How I look depends on how strong you are. If you're strong, I look strong. If you're weak, I look weak. Oh, you've got it in you, don't you? That must be why the old guy let you through. See, a long, long time before you were born, there was a kingdom where magic flourished. Everyone there could use it. But the people abused their powers and ended up destroying the place. After that, there wasn't anyone left who could use magic. Well, except in fiends, of course. But you have it. That inner strength, I mean. Magic needs power of the heart. That's where it flows from. There are 4 types of magic. Water, fire, light, and shadow. Not everyone's got the same type. You with the punk hairdo, you've got light. The gal with the ponytail has the power of water. That girl with the goofy glasses, her power's fire. By the way, it's not just magic. Everything is made up of those 4 elements. Alright, starting from the door, circle clockwise along the walls of my room 3 times and say, I want to use magic, over and over in your head. Don't lose track now, 3 times. Don't want you churning your cells into butter. Alright, clockwise from the door, he says. I want to use magic. 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 No cheating, I've got my eye on you. Do it over, from the door, clockwise along the wall 3 times. Okay, I must have fucked something up. I don't know how. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I did it one too many times. Okay, back to the door. Okay, that's 1. 2. 3. There we go! I kept doing it one too many times, apparently. Well done! Ipso facto minimo magico! Chrono learned to use magic. Morel learned to use magic. Luca learned to use magic. So, all fortified with magic. Want to try it out? Sure. Alright. Now I fight the guy. Now we can just use all the magic in the world. That will also stay alive. So this is, I mentioned in an earlier stream, basically, you get tech points which enable you to get new abilities, but we basically stopgap after the second ability. Because until you get to this point in the game and unlock the ability to use magic, you stop being able to learn new abilities. So, we've got this now, and now we can start learning new abilities because now we have the ability to use magic. And not all of the abilities we gain from here on out are magical, but a lot of them are. I think it's like every third ability is magic after this point. And Morel's dead. Alright, we beat him. Oh me, oh my! That was embarrassing! Guess you... ain't so bad after all. Here, this is for you. Specchia's Special Refresher Set. Obtain 1 magic capsule and 5 ethers. What can I say? I'm the master of war! You make any new friends, you bring them to see me, you hear? I like you guys! Alright. Hey! Well, well, it seems I was right. People who lived long ago all enjoyed such powers, you know? Yes, long, long ago. Well, I know you must be eager to finish this thing you seem so intent on doing, but why not first pay a visit back to your own era? Haste makes waste, as they say, and you'll find that even truer here. Come and see me whenever you have the need. Think of me as your guide on Time's road. Alright, so let's switch out for Robo. Talk to this guy. What's this big clunky thing? Sorry, buddy, but well, you ain't alive. You got great inner strength for what it's worth, it's just, you ain't descended from the ancient magic users, so you're never gonna be able to cast spells. Your laser weapons and whatnot should suffice, though. They can inflict shadow damage, kinda like shadow magic. Alright, yeah, so that's what I thought. Robo was already able to essentially use magic. That's why, like, the supersonic spin that he had that weird elemental symbol. That's the symbol for shadow, apparently. I don't remember it, but it is. That gate leads to 1999 AD, the day of Lavos. If you wish to see the world destroyed before your very eyes, then by all means go. But know that you yourself may share the same fate. So we'll go ahead and we'll show that off, just for the hell of it. So, the secret is... Oh, I love the little heartbeat pulsing in the gate tunnel. as the future segment revealed, 1989 Lavos, the day of Lavos, is an important event, and one of the things that we have to stop. Energy reading at 100, 200, and increasing. No way! And this bucket allows us to travel to that exact time and place when Lavos hatches, essentially. Oh my. Lavos. Chrono, shall we go? Let's fight. Understood. Let us go. Alice is a short youth. Lavos enters attack mode. So Lavos fights by imitating the bosses that you've fought earlier in the game. Left-hand part restores body. Okay, so the left is the head. Yeah, it's gonna restore. I love how just the wheel part, the one that acts as the wheel, comes out and does its thing. Let's use that supersonic spin again to get a little bit of damage on everything, make this a little faster. I already killed the wheels. Gotta love it. Learn Fire Punch Dual Attack. Lavos changes attack modes. So the next boss it's gonna imitate is the one that we fought below the middle dome. So the two side pieces of the bits, and Lavos itself is the Guardian. Oh, nice. One of those was a counter, so I just need to get as much damage as I can get in before that timer refresh. Alright, for those crits, I might not even have to go through a refresh. Yep. Lavos changes attack mode. And now now we're getting previews of bosses that we haven't actually fought yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the Cure Beam to heal up Chrono. Okay, so this one, if I remember correctly, is basically weak to elemental stuff. So I gotta use my spells for this. Netting Cycle. 100 damage, nice. Go ahead, try an attack, see what it gets you. Oh god, that's right, it's a retaliation even if you're using a spell. Well, that's the thing. gonna happen again. Alright, well this attempt was short-lived. We're just gonna go ahead and finish it off. And the counterattack's gonna kill me. So this is the end of the game, basically. I died. This is gonna be our first sequence of seeing the game over. So just like in the video that we saw in the future, we see the spines rain down from the sky. And then, in the, I can't remember which dome this is, but the dome that we actually found this recording in, we actually get to see what happens. Truce! Direct impact on truce! Calm yourself. Give me a full status update. Poor. Destroyed. Medina destroyed. Truce destroyed. I don't remember the name of this area. Thank you for the raid, Sunny. Poor Chorus Medina! Yes! You've come into the very ominous ending, Sunny, as I lose. They've all been destroyed! Director, we've got incoming! Evacuate to the shelter dome! Director, sir, you must come with us! There's no time! Get moving! Yes, sir! Lavos. You can lose Chrono Trigger? Yes, for those of you just joining, we are playing Chrono Trigger, and the game over of Chrono Trigger, in the end, the future refused to change. It's a time travel story, and basically, if you fail, the world ends. That's just the way the game goes. But it's a fun way to end. It's a great game. I love it. But yeah, that's how things went down. So we just reload. Yeah, we already talked to him. Yeah, so as previously mentioned, Chrono Trigger is a time-traveling story, and we just recently got to the ability to travel between time freely. And so we are going to go back. We just came from the far future where everything was ruined and terrible. This takes me to the far past, 65 million BC. But we want to go back to the present, which is this one, I believe. Medina Village, 1000 AD. Wait, this doesn't look like home, and that's because it isn't home. This is Medina Village. We come from Truce. You folks came out of my wardrobe, didn't you? What are you doing in here? Who do you think you are, coming and going from someone else's wardrobe at all hours of night and day? Humans, I'll tell ya. We're gonna loot his area. Wait a minute. Medina is a village of fiends, founded by our ancestors when they lost their war against humankind 400 years ago. Most of the town folks still have a grudge against humans, so be careful. There's an odd old human who lives near a cave in the mountains to the west. He may be able to help you out. Thank you for your advice. But why are you being so kind? Do your people not despise humans? It's been 400 years since man warred against Fiend. There's no use living in the past. Of course, not many other fiends seem to agree with that. And we are in a very different area that we are used to. Yeah, so this is the world map. We can see over here on the left-hand side of the map is where we started the game at, and we're able to travel through all this. But we're over here on this continent that we saw this little building over here when we took the ferry before, but we had no way to get over here. So now we're over out what all we can do over here. We've got the square with the ominous music in the background. What is the meaning of this eerie chanting? Oh, great Fiend Lord. I'll just say the same thing. 400 years have passed since Magus commanded the fiends and waged war against the humans, but if Lavos can be reawakened, there will be no more humans. It was the Fiend Lord Magus who gave life to the almighty Lavos to aid us, and once Lavos awakens from his long slumber, the human race is doomed. The almighty Fiend Lord delivered Lavos unto us long ago with his great magic. Wait for one more guy to go through. What's this guy say? Okay, we already talked to him. Is it this guy we still need to talk to? It was the Fiend Lord Magus who gave... Okay, yeah, we've heard that before. Okay, yeah, we've heard all the unique voice lines here. So there's another statue of Magus, who is the Fiend Lord, who the fiends all love to worship. He's kind of a shitbag. That's just all there is to it. I got nothing to sell to humans. Get out of here. But please, sir, please sell me things. Humans think they've got a right to everything. Teach them a lesson, boss. Yeah, we fought both of you before. Long time ago, but it is what it is. One of you are out, other one of you is dead. Learn Fire Punch. They beat you, boss. Monsters! Alright, I'll sell. But look at the prices. I can buy the weapon that I started the game with for 5 times the amount of money I have right now. They do have some better gear, but it's just way too expensive right now. Even a potion is 2,200. It's basically like, hey, yeah, you beat me up. Heh, you think I'm gonna charge a human the going right? You might be able to beat them into submission, but that doesn't mean they have to give it to you for a good price. We got the Medina Inn over here. No room here for humans. Scat. Ow, you're spoiling my drink. Filthy humans ought to go take a hike through the Hecarim Cave and get what's coming to them. Is there anything over here? Nope. We're gonna plead with them. You still talking to me? Don't know what's good for you, do ya? Get them, boys! And once again, these are all enemies we fought a long time ago. They're not difficult. It's just thematic. Heck, help! 200 gold for the night. Want me to put you up? No. He wants a lot of money. We've got the Elder's house. We're gonna go upstairs first. A fearsome beast lives in the caves on the mountain to the west. Only magic can harm it. I doubt a human would be able to make it through, not being able to use magic and all. Well, I better get back to tidying up before Ozzy the Eighth catches me. It's okay, I stole your magic capsule first. Blast that Ozzy the Eighth, always hiding behind his ancestral fame to boss us around. I don't remember this building having so many stat-up items. This work is brutal. I'm Ozzy the Eighth, the leader of this village. My great-great-great-great-great-grandfather fought alone against the humans at the side of the Fiend Lord himself. Oh, great Fiend Lord, why didn't you exterminate the human race 4 centuries ago when you had the chance? Alright, and that's all we got in here. Oh wait, this is the building that we came out of in the first place. Alright, and then we've got these forest ruins up here. Which they do have a chest. Mid-ether, completely irrelevant. And then we've got this just weird prism structure. This will become important later on. I can't remember exactly. But yeah, the only place we have to go at this point is this house in this cave? Melchior's cabinet. We remember Melchior from the fair. He was the one who tried to buy Morel's pendant. Oh, you've come to see me. Well, by all means, have a look at my collection. Could I not interest you in a weapon? I'll give you a special price. Sure. Okay, so he has expensive-ass weapons. So we already have all but the titanium vests for everybody. The Crimson Blade is the only thing we don't have before, and it actually boosts his magic too. It's only a slight increase in attack, but it does boost his magic. I think I'm going to go ahead and buy it. Weapons are not meant for the taking of lives. They're meant for saving them. And then downstairs here, we just have the nice little workshop, which doesn't look like a workshop because it's all wood. Like, honestly, like, in the remake, they totally should have just, like, made this, like, a hammer and anvil and stuff like that. That would have made more sense. But it's thematically fun, at least. There's just weapons all over the wall. Not interested. Well, let me know. You know where to find me should the need arise. Oh, if you're wanting to return to truth, there's a shortcut through the cave in the mountains to the north. I love how he doesn't warn me about that, about the magic enemy that I can get the information from the other place. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and save here, and that's about all we have time for today. So we'll go ahead and, yeah, oops, I forgot to, yep. Yeah, so, I want to thank everybody out for coming out today. Game is loud. Hold on, let me just get that turned off real quick. Yeah, so want to thank everybody for coming out today and watching. Hope you enjoyed yourself. We got through a decent chunk of the story again, and we will continue this next Thursday. We will be carving through the entirety of Chrono Trigger and likely Chrono Cross afterwards, just because that's it's a good time. Chrono Cross will be a very different vibe compared to Chrono Trigger, but it is a good time at the end of the day, no matter what. So we got through the future section of this, and now we're going back home. Why we're going home? Who knows? But we are going home. We got to figure out how to stop Lavos. That's our primary goal of the game right now. And we're going to figure out how in the next couple streams, hopefully. And the biggest thing is we just got to keep going. And we're having a good time. We're making decent progress. And we just got the ability to use magic, which should be a nice, fun inclusion for the next segment. The magic is extremely powerful. From this point onward, the game tends to throw in a lot of enemies which have elemental resistances and or weaknesses. Just to kind of show you, like, hey, just attacking everything isn't exactly the best option. But it's not that big of a deal at the end of the day. It's still possible to just brute force through it. It's not a very technically difficult game, but it's just a matter of, as I've said before, the bosses in this game tend to be more puzzle than they tend to be actually difficult until you get towards the end of the game. But we'll find out exactly how that goes as time goes onwards. And it is a great game. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I hope you guys are enjoying the music. Chrono Trigger is composed by Yasunori Mitsuda, who also did Xenosaga Episode 1, and also did a lot of other games more recently. I think he might be involved with the other Xenoverse games as well, but I could be wrong. But anyways, I always appreciate when his music comes in. I'll talk about it on a later episode, but the composition of this game is actually a really interesting story. It is majority Yasunori Mitsuda, but it also does have some tracks that are done by the traditional Final Fantasy composer Nobuo Uematsu. And there's a story behind that. But basically, you can tell the difference, because Yasunori Mitsuda's style has this very emotionally evocative style, whereas Nobuo Uematsu, everybody knows, has the very dramatic, epic style that we're used to from Final Fantasy. But, as I said before, that's really all we have time for today. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Hope you'll come out and join us on future weeks. And until next Thursday,